Hello my brothers and sisters in nerdiness, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and in this video we're going to be opening the second box that I've been sent from Army Painter. Now I want to make it clear, because I didn't make it clear in the first video where I unboxed these 60 paints from the mega set, that they were sent free of charge for review purposes. So I'd like to thank Adam and the team once again for sending me these items, but as they were free and they weren't paying me, don't expect me to be nice just because they're free. If I don't like something about them, I'll let you know. But you know, you'll get my honest opinion of the item and what I think of the item, and you know, if I like something, I'll tell you. If I don't like something, I'll tell you. You'll get my honest opinions of them. So with that firmly set in mind, the next thing, or the next box that we're opening, is this little beauty, which is the Gamemaster Dungeons and Caverns core set. Build your own dungeon. This is a big, beefy box. To give you an idea how big this box is, the Mega Airbrush set is that. It's like two of the Mega Airbrush sets side by side. So it's not a small box. Let's turn it over and have a look. I can do it with this because nothing's going to fall out. So, what does it say? Endless hours of adventure await you, whether you plan to descend into murky caverns or tread the paths of ancient dwarf mines. The Gamemaster Dungeons and Caverns core set makes it fun and extremely easy to build any subterranean setting for any RPG system or skirmish game. So, arm yourself with XPS foam and hot wire cutter. This set has absolutely everything you need to get started. Right, remember this phrase, this set has absolutely everything you need to get started. Let's see if that's true. Used including an inspirational guide to conjure up any dungeon or cavern complex you set your mind to, and create doorways, cave entrances, stairs, bridges, slime pits, and much more. Only your imagination sets the limits. So, quick and easy to build, texture, cut, paint, done. And the contents, we have a how to build Dungeons and Caverns book included, 250mm base colours, 7 18mm paints, a large dry brush, a medium dry brush, a wash brush, 300ml Dungeon and Subterranean primer. I'm presuming that is XPS foam safe, because we do have 6 pieces of XPS foam, 200 by 300 by 11mm, and 2 pieces of XPS foam, 300 by 400 by 11mm. We also have a ruler, a mixing palette, sandpaper, dungeon tufts, scenery knife. Could have done with that. Hot wire cutter, XPS foam, sculpting glue, scenery sand, and that's about it. Let us open the box and see what these actually look like, rather than just looking at pictures. So let's slice open this cellophane and rip it off. I've been looking forward to doing this since the box arrived a few days ago. Here we go. Here we go. Bear in mind, I am new to making terrain. I don't make a lot of terrain, as you may have noticed. I did try a number of years ago to make the D&D Castle Ravenloft adventure board game terrain tiles. Didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. I wonder if I could do it with these. Now, I wouldn't want to waste these on doing something like that. Think of something. Back to the box. Let's open it up. Let's see if this is good for beginners like me, Here we go. Dungeons and Oh, I don't know whether you can catch that on camera, but there we are. That centre bit is shiny. The rest of the book isn't, except for the Gamemaster logo at the bottom. That centre bit, it's like they put a sticker on it, but they haven't. It is printed. That is nice. Let's move this box out of the way and focus on this book for a few moments. And let's zoom in so we can see it properly. Here we are. So, nice cover. So it shows you a map here, which you can make from the terrain, presuming there's enough foam in here to make it. If not, I do believe that they do sell the packs of foam separate. But here we are. So we have this, a nice introduction. Welcome to the world of endless possibilities. Get ready to venture into overwhelming cavern systems and dungeon complexes along with our 5 heroes. This guide will show you how to build any subterranean setting for any RPG system or skirmish miniature game. As you follow our heroes' quest, they will teach you how to create their surroundings from mold-streaked, crumbling dungeons through murky caves and across a lava river into a dragon's lair. With the help of your heroes and the Gamemaster Dungeons and Caverns core set, you'll be able to create any setting for your role-playing party. So arm yourself with Gamemaster's XPS foam board and the versatile hot wire cutter and let the adventures begin. So, here we are. And, oh, that's nice. It actually has little QR codes you can scan to take you more into in-depth texturing guides. We have the hot wire foam cutter there, the brushes, the primer, the foam board. I'm not reading everything, so I'm not sure whether you can actually see this or not, but let's just go into here and just have a look through. This tells you how to paint Freya, how to paint Berserk, doorway guide. I really do like that. That is really nice, the way the fact that they've got these little QR codes that you can just go and watch a video for, which will help you to do things. That is really good, especially if you're a beginner. How to fashion a spiked pit. Nice. How to paint Shalgrim. How to paint Derek. How to paint Colleen. How to create water here. I've done the how to fashion a spike pit. Building the scenery. So I think it looks as though all of these things here, all of these rooms that are on this map, we should be able to get out of this. In-depth texturing guide. Tells you how to cut, how to paint. So for painting a dungeon here, got the little QR code. And done. One here for creating an acid pool. One here for constructing a bridge, for painting a metallic dragon scales, for make a lava lake. These little QR codes appear throughout the book, just to give you little tips and tricks and videos to help you go even more into this. Painting marble. That will come in handy for anyone who wants to paint marble. We have advanced techniques here. And then we have a little bit of promotion for the tufts and the scatter flock, whatever you want to call it. Some of the terrain primers, the official painting series. There we are. So that's what we get in the book. So next thing, let's get out the terrain primer. It's non-toxic and water-based formula. This is 4 XPS foam, styrofoam, MDF and fiberboard. That's nice. And gives you how to use here. Pre-shake thoroughly in a circular motion. Spray in a well-ventilated area. Spray to a distance of 10 to 15 centimeters. Apply multiple thin coats in a passing motion and empty nozzle before storing. So once you've finished priming, you hold it upside down, press the nozzle until pigment stops coming out. There we are. Is that what it means by in a circular motion? For shake it. I normally do that, but it says to do it in a circular motion. I don't know. Next, we have these. Let's see what's inside here. Okay, so we'll start off with the label stuck to the other side of that leaflet. So we have Subterranean Wash, we have Brink Black, we have Dungeon Highlights, we have Dungeon Effects, we have Cavern Effects, we have Cavern Highlights, and we have Grotto Slime. Cavern Highlights, Effects, Dungeon Effects, Dungeon Highlights. Okay, so there we are. We have a mid-tone and a highlight colour, a mid-tone and a highlight colour for whether it's dungeons or caverns. We have Grotto Slime for acid pools, that kind of thing, and we have a Subterranean Wash for making it grimier, and we have a black because it's underground, so you need black. And then we have XPS Foam Sculpting Glue. It does not corrode. It works perfectly with XPS and polystyrene, dries up transparent and smooth. XPS Foam Sculpting Glue is the perfect companion to take along in your next dungeon building adventure. Build amazing landscapes in dungeons with this non-corroding glue that dries up smooth and transparent. Works perfectly with both XPS Foam and polystyrene. I'd like to know what's the difference between XPS Foam, this XPS Foam Sculpting Glue, and PVA. I suppose it doesn't make any difference. I'm just curious. I'm nosy that way. And here we have hobby products from the Army Painter. We have all this kind of stuff from modelling tools, primer sprays, the war paint range, the different brushes that they use, the quick shades that they have, the war paint sets, the quick shade wash set, and the Battlefields basing set, and game specific war paints. So they have a set for Zombicide, Black Plague, is it? Rising Sun, not quite sure what that one is, Guild Ball, and yeah, not sure what that is. And they do the D&D stuff as well. And then we have the same thing that we had in the set, which is the full range of 134 war paints, and a little thank you note. That's nice. So I'll put these back in here. And we'll get some more things out to have a look. Goodies, 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 goodies. Lovely. There we are. Put that in there. Next we have... How come that fitted in before? Never mind. It's amazing, isn't it, how things can fit in until you've taken them out and then they don't fit in anymore. Yeah, never mind. Not important. And, oops. Here we are. Now then. This will come in useful for things like speed paints. You've got a big area here and here for mixing, and then you've got these little areas where you can put your individual colours in. Nice little palette. Then we have your generic retractable snap-off blade. Obviously, it would be nice to have like the Airmail Painter logo on, personalise it a little bit. But if it does the job, it does the job. So what about? We have the Gamemaster large dry brush. We have the Gamemaster medium dry brush. And we have the Gamemaster wash brush. That's coated, so it's hard as a rock. So that will have to be obviously washed before we... Oh, it is a wash brush. Have to be washed out before we start using it, because yeah, it's like it's hard and sharp. But these brushes, they've not got any coating on them. They're quite soft, so that one's suffered a little bit of splaying, but hopefully once we get something on that, it will go back to how it should be. But yeah, nice brushes. I did get some of the Airmail Painter brushes a while ago, and I used them for a long time. They were really nice brushes. And now we have some brown paper packing material. It's rough. It's not something you would write letters on. It's just a piece of packing material. And oh god, right. Okay, so battery instructions for hot wire. Now then, here we go. I knew there'd be something. Didn't I say, do you remember that phrase? Everything, what was it? Everything you need to start. Everything except the batteries for the hot wire cutter. They're not included. They are two C-type batteries. Are they the square ones? Oh no, the ground ones. Yeah, so you get two of the C-type batteries. You do get some extra filaments in here. So there we are. I suppose posting batteries, depending on what, depending on the country, that can be a little iffy, not the best thing to do. So I can understand why the batteries aren't in, to be honest. I'm just nitpicking now. How do you put these in, I wonder? What does it say? Okay, how did they go in? I don't know. Pull to open. Oh, you just pull that bit up. I didn't see the bit where it says pull to open there, but yeah, you just pull that up, push it in, and then press it back down again. And we're done and dusted. And I'm assuming you press that with your thumb, metal to bare wire, using electric. Doesn't feel very safe to me. I'm not an electrician, but having electrical power supply and having to press with bare plate metal onto a wire to complete a connection. You know, I'm going to try it anyway, because let's face it, they sell it and it must be safe, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah, so we've got the filament there, and then we've got some more strands of filament here to go across if that snaps, or rather when that snaps, I suppose. We'll pop those inside. So we've done that. We've done that. We have some grass tufts. It doesn't tell you what type of tufts they are. But let's just hold it up for you so you can see. And the tufts, different sizes of clumps. But yeah, looks nice. Can't have too many clump foliage tufts, or whatever you want to call them. That's that. Next we have 2 more bottles of paint, Dungeon Base and Cavern Base. So these will be the ones, so you'll, after priming, you'll put these down and then you'll start using the other paints to dry brush over to make the mid-tones and the highlights. Nice big bottles, if only the old paints come in that bottle, but then again, they probably cost a small fortune. But you're painting a lot with these, so hey, you need a big tube of paint. And we have scenery sand. Let's have a look at this stuff. Oi, oi, oi. Get off. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty sand. All sorts of different sizes of grains of sand in here. Some sparkly. Different shades and tones. Let's zoom in so you can have a proper look at this. Yeah, see what I mean? I hope you can catch the sparkle on some of these. I'll move it around a little bit so hopefully the light catches it in some way so you can see the sparkly bits. But it's different to any other sand I've actually used. It's really... I'd be scared to use this. This is nice. You can see you've got the very small grains that once you start shaking them, will work the way up to the top. And then you've got the big heavy ones at the bottom. I do like this sand. I bet that's the first time you've ever heard a grown man say, well, that's pretty sand. Oh, yes, I know I'm an idiot. I get excited over weird things. Okay, so that's the sand. Let's zoom out a little bit more now. Because we have not 1, not 2, Ooh. Not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 of these sheets of XPS foam. These are the smaller sheets. Nice ridged edge there. That's probably from the cutting process, I assume. I do like that. Nice and smooth. Probably not ideal for gluing at the moment. But once we get this big piece out, and this big piece out, again, nice and smooth. We have sandpaper, bright yellow, 120 grits, sandpaper, and a ruler. I wonder. I'm just looking, I haven't got one to hand. I was just looking to see if we had a tape measure. If we had a tape measure handy. I haven't. I'm just wondering whether that's an inch wide. If so, you could just put that on and score on either side. Slight cheat, but yeah. I'll have to measure that later and let you know. Chances are it won't be. They aren't usually. I don't, to be honest, think it will be. No, it's not. You can tell. You could tell with this, from there to 1 inch, it looks more rectangular than square. So yeah, it's not quite an inch wide, which is fortunate, but oh well, can't have everything. But it would be good if it was. Oh, so yeah, there we are. That is everything in this set. We have paints, we have XPS foam, we have a ruler, we have brushes, we have a knife, we have a palette, we have grass tufts, we have pretty sand, we have the foam cutter. I couldn't remember what it was called then. We have all this, and we also have me trying to work out what I'm going to build. That will be in future videos. But that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Once again, thank you so much to Adam and the rest of the Army Painter team for sending out this lovely care package. I'm really looking forward to get cracking with some of the projects in this. I may follow along and just do a straight copy of how it's intended, as it were. You know, how they've planned it out and all the examples. I might just do a copy of them. Then again, I might do something completely different. Who knows? Who cares? But I hope you do, and I hope you come back and see what I'm going to be doing with them. But for now, that's all we have time for. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, stay safe and take care. God bless, and bye for now.